Kayla here with Pilates Body by Kayla. Thank you so much for joining me over these next 10 days on your Beginner Pilates 10-Day Core and Ab Challenge. I first want to make sure that you head to PilatesBodyByKayla.com, download your free course guide and calendar, watch your progress tracker, move from 0 to 100 over these next 10 days, and don't forget to print out that calendar. I like to post that bad boy right up on my refrigerator for accountability. Today is all about core breathing and mastering the Pilates breathing techniques. We are also going to be tapping into our inner core muscles, that deep transverse abdominal muscle where all the magic happens. We are also going to be working on proper head and neck alignment. So if you ever feel your neck stressing when you're doing ab workouts, it's probably because you're working your neck muscles too much and not your core muscles enough. So I'm going to teach you how to properly lift your head from your abs. Let's get moving. Let's begin lying down on our backs. So gently roll your way down and back. I like to talk about head positioning right off the bat. So I'm a good example of that. I need some support underneath my head because my chin naturally points up and my ear alignment is more at an angle. We want to make sure that our head is properly and neck properly aligned. So that's where I like to slip the head or like a rolled up towel underneath my head so my neck is properly in line. You think about your earlobes, you want your earlobes to line up with the alignment of your neck. If I don't have the pillow underneath my head, my chin points up towards the ceiling, which is gonna throw off my spinal alignment and make it so much more challenging for me to connect to my abdominal muscles. We're gonna begin with an exercise called iso ab breath. So I want you to bring your hands into a diamond shape. Your thumbs are gonna go into your belly button and your pointer fingers are gonna fall below. Just let your arms be relaxed here. You wanna just wiggle around so you're in neutral spine here. And our goal is to always focus on zipping the abs up. So as you take your first breath in, you're gonna inhale, fill up around the diamond. Now as you exhale, I want you to think about zipping from the bottom of the diamond at your pubic bone into the center of the diamond to the top of the diamond. And you should feel like the diamond is getting a little bit smaller. Take a breath in around the diamond as you inhale. And exhale, zip the bottom of the diamond to the top of the diamond. You're gonna feel like a little bowl or caters being created as you exhale the breath out. Two more breaths, inhale. And exhale. Zipping up. Now let's move into clockwork. So we're gonna only be focusing on 2 points of our clock, which is called 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So I like to make 2 peace fingers come together. One hand is gonna go right above your pubic bone, and the other is gonna go right below your sternum. Your top peace fingers are 12 o'clock, bottom peace fingers are 6 o'clock. Pretty obvious there. Well, this is one of those exercises where the mental piece, the concentration, becomes more important than the physical movement. So I like to close my eyes because you really got to tap in on this one. You're going to start to activate at your lower abs. Think of where that bottom diamond started zipping up. As you exhale, you're going to pull 6 o'clock up, feeling that little scoop and connection. And it's very subtle. So you're not rocking your pelvis here, so be mindful that we're not tucking. That's coming next. We just want to isolate the lower abdomen. Now go ahead and release as you inhale. Now moving up to 12 o'clock as you exhale, I like to think about pulling the rib cage together, almost like 2 butterfly wings. And then inhale, release 12 o'clock. Go back to 6 o'clock as you exhale. Releasing on the inhale. Back to 12 o'clock as you exhale. Releasing on the inhale. Now you can keep your peace fingers in position here if that tactile cueing helps you get more feedback, or you can take your hands to your sides and activate 6 o'clock. Release on the inhale. And activate 12 o'clock. Let's do it one more time. Breath in. 6 o'clock on the exhale. Again, it's zipping that diamond up. Inhale, releasing. And exhale, 12 o'clock. Now moving into pelvic tilts. So you're gonna zip 6 o'clock up to 12 o'clock with moving your pelvis. So take a breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna physically pull your pubic bone up to your belly button, shortening that space between your pubic bone and navel. You're keeping your low ribs on the mat. Your tailbone, your butt is gonna slightly lift. I'm only lifting just enough that I can just barely slide my hands underneath my pelvis. And then go ahead and release back into 6 o'clock as you inhale. Exhale, peeling into your pelvic tilt, trying to make it come from the lower ab activation. Try not to use your glutes too much, so keep those glutes relaxed here. Again, we're trying to work those core muscles here and really ignite into the lower abdominals. We'll go 2 more. And exhale. Expel all the breath out, coming into that pelvic tilt. And releasing back to neutral. So you have that slight little curve underneath the small of your back. Arms are gonna come up towards the ceiling and we're gonna work on imprinting of the spine here. So imprinting takes out pelvic tilting and you think about your diamond zipping, but now we're drawing everything and the ribs are pulling together and you're working on imprinting your whole spine down into the mat, just simply activating into your center without rocking, okay? Deep breath in. As you exhale, start to draw your ribs together, pull up from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, push all the breath out here, and inhale. As you exhale, you're pulling up 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock and you're pulling in. Now, if you need a little bit more, you could press your hands together to work on activating the connection of the ribs coming in as well as the lower abs lifting up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. Beautiful. Hands come down at your sides. Let's move into our neck imprinting now. So very similar to our spinal imprinting, but now we're working on trying to close the space between the back of the neck and the mat. If you have your head propped up, this is actually a nice tactile cueing to give you some more feedback. If you don't have your head propped up, it's no big deal at all. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to think about the spinal imprinting that we just worked on. Now also tuck your chin down towards your chest here and then gently press your head down into your towel, pillow, or mat like you're squishing out water out of a sponge. Inhale, release to neutral. Exhale, tuck the chin like you're making a double chin. It feels kind of silly. And then hold the press down. Should really feel the length of the back of the neck when we're doing this. And I even feel it all the way up through my shoulder blades into my upper back muscles that tend to get really tight. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Tuck and press. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to neutral. Now we want to make sure that we're not popping those ribs up. So really think about that spinal imprinting as you exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, shoulders relax. Tuck and press. And inhale. Now we're moving into our head nod and curl. So our heads are like a bowling ball. They're heavy, so we want to make sure that we're not using our neck extensors to crunch up. So a lot of Pilates working into that rectus, the outer layer of core muscles that is responsible for any crunching up. A lot of times we compensate into our neck. So this is going to help teach us how to really use our core muscles to lift the weight of our heads, which can sometimes weigh in like average 10 to 15 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of weight and we don't want to be stressing the neck. So let's start with the breath in. It starts like our neck imprint as we tuck the chin towards the chest. Now as you exhale, you're gonna look in towards the belly button. As you get to the top, we wanna point the nose up towards the knee so we're not doing that aggressive chin tucking. We wanna keep length. I like to say a fist width distance between the chin and the chest, or a like tennis ball distance. Keep the chin slightly tucked as you roll back down. And then release to neutral. Take a breath in. Exhale, start with the head nodding, chin to chest. And now exhale, curl, 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 curl. Inhale at the top, the chin is gonna come up to the knees. And then exhale, the chin goes back to the chest as you roll away. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale to neutral position. Exhale, start with the head nod. So that means your head stays down as you tuck in. Now you finish the exhale as you curl up. Inhale, the chin lifts slightly so the nose points towards the knees. Oh my gosh, abs already shaking. And then exhale, the chin tucks slightly and you roll back, keeping the length in the neck. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, head nod to curl. Inhale, lift the chin slightly. Exhale, tuck the chin as you roll away. 1 more time. Breath into neutral. Exhale, head nod, and curl, curl, curl. Last one here. How high can you lift? Inhale, the chin opens up from the chest, and then exhale, the chin lightly tucks as you roll away. We're gonna finish with a full bridge lift here. We're gonna articulate our spine in both directions just because this feels so good and it's so important to maintain spinal mobility. We'll start with a breath in. As you exhale, you're rocking through your pelvic tilt. You're gonna roll up your tailbone, up the lower back, up the mid back, up to the shoulder blades, off the sports bra band, and at the top, we wanna find our glutes more so we're not arching. Keep the rib cage down, take a breath in, fill up through the sides of the body so you keep those core muscles connected, and then exhale, roll down through the upper abdominals into the rib cage, through the mid abdominals into the belly button, through the lower abdominals, through the tailbone, and into neutral pelvis. Take a breath in. And exhale, we start rolling up, zipping from the bottom part of the diamond through the top of the diamond, now peeling up off the lower back to the mid back, to the upper back. Squeeze those glutes at the top here. Deep breath in. And exhale, work the rib connection together like butterfly wings as you roll the spine down, bone by bone. Releasing to neutral with the breath in at the bottom. 1 more time. And exhale. Inhale to the top. And exhale, peeling your spine back down. Giving your knees a gentle squeeze in towards your chest.
If you enjoyed this workout, make sure to hit that subscribe button and you can grab day 2's workout right here.